Alright, so we're here in Scum. Let's see, I'm going to set time 8. Put some daylight in here. And so I'm going to go through the server settings and play safe ID protection off. Welcome. Oh. TacShooters. Custom PvE. Server for Scum. Ask questions in global chat or Scum in the Discord. PvP only allowed in the blue circles. He starts at 4 and 10. Hidden across the map. Port admin that used to. TacShooter. Apply. Enable max ping checks off. Logout timer. Timer will capture logout timer and bunker. Allow first person, allow third person, allow crosshair. Allow voting, allow map screen, allow kill claiming on, allow kill claiming. I don't know, allow mines and traps on, but this is PvE. Maybe you can use them against puppets? I don't know. Allow skill game in safe zones. I'm not sure what the issue is with that. And I don't see what it hurts on a PvE server. So I'll leave that on. Allow events on. Limit global chat off. Allow global on. Allow local on. Allow squad on. Allow admin on. Rusty locks logging on. Why do you need Rusty locks logging? Because that's not the same as an iron lock. Is that because someone has a cheat that allows them to just scoop up all the items from Rusty lockers? I don't know. Hide kill notification on. Disable examine ghost off. Disable time gifts off. Use map-based building restrictions off. Use building proximity restrictions off. Disable base building off. Voting duration, I don't know. Partial wipe off. Gold wipe off. Full wipe off. Fame gain multiplier 1. Fame point penalty on death. Getting killed. Fame point reward on kill. Log suicides on. Enable spawn on ground off. Delete inactive players off. Delete banned players off. Maximum time for chests in forbidden zones. What is that? That's seconds, minutes, hours? Is that 100? So 100 days? Forbidden zones. Log chest ownership on. Delete duplicated chests on startup. Alright. World bunkers. I'm really not an expert on secret bunker keycard activation duration. Duration hours that secret bunkers will stay active when activated via keycards. Oh. Abandoned bunker keycard activation duration. Max allowed kill box keycards, police, radiation. Abandoned bunker active number, allow max allowed kill box keycards. PCs. And knock that. What the heck? 5. The time. I think 3 at a time, maybe. Max allowed puppets. Animals. I don't like drones. Disable sentry spawning on. Enable POI sentry respawning. Off. Disable suicide puppet spawning. Puppet spawning. Off. Disable loot puppet spawning off. Enable loot puppet horde on. Puppets can open doors. Puppets can vault windows. Puppet health multiplier. Puppet running speed multiplier. Puppet limping threshold. Puppets will always limp. And puppet running speed multiplier. We'll go 2.0. 3.0? No. 2.5? No. 2.0? 2.2? No. 2.0. We'll take that. Alright, puppet health multiplier. So maybe now they'll limp faster. I've got it set so all puppets are limping right now, just as an experiment to see, you know, what the gameplay's like. Especially like in the big city, I think it'd be kind of cool. But they limp pretty slow, so I thought maybe if they increase the puppet running speed, maybe they'll limp faster. We'll see. We apply that dropship health multiplier, sentry health multiplier, base building attacker sentry health multiplier, armed NPC difficulty level 1. Where does that go up to? 2 and 3? Yeah. Take 1, thank you. Armed NPC health multiplier. Armed NPC damage multiplier. Armed NPC spread multiplier. Where does that go up to? 3? 4? Goes up to 4? 5? Alright, let's... How high does this go? Armed NPC spread multiplier. Scum armed NPC spread multiplier. How high does it go? 9.0? Goes up to 9? 10.0? You gotta be kidding. 20.0? 50.0? What? I hit apply. It takes it. That's crazy. They'll be shooting into the sky. I don't think they mean for that to be adjusted that high. Ah, so 101.00. So it'll take 100. I think 2 is probably good. Armed NPC running speed multiplier. I'm going to set that to 800. Because it'd be nice to be able to snipe NPCs at 800 meters. So, probability for armed NPCs to drop item from hands when searched, 100%. Maximum durability of armed NPCs dropped items from hands. Well, minimum durability is 20%. Maximum durability of 99. Armed NPC limping health threshold. Default is 0.2. NPCs will always limp. But you want 0.2, that means if they get taken down to 20%, they might limp. About 0.4, because those NPCs like to stun lock the crap out of the player, so let's even the odds a bit. Animal cold distance override. Default is 300. $800 for that too. go up to 4.0. No. 3.0. Yeah. This only goes up to 3.0. Says the default for this is 0, so try it. Encounter character AI noise response radius. Here, another AI character's noise. Puppet scream. Encounter horde group base character amount multiplier. Cap. It'll go up to 3.0 for a horde, but that's an awful lot to deal with at the same time. Counter horde base character amount multiplier. Base amount of horde characters spawned in a given encounter. Counter horde group base character amount multiplier. Counter. I don't know what the difference. Horde group versus horde base character amount multiplier. I don't know what the difference is between those two. Let's leave it. Counter horde activation chance multiplier. Multiplier for the chance to activate the horde in a horde encounter. I put that at half because and I increased the time for the noise check. Counter horde spawn distance multiplier. I put that at 6 because I like the horde to spawn well away from me where I can't see them just spawning in midair right next to me. Gives you time to react to them. Counter horde group refill time multiplier 4. Counter horde should play activation sound. Counter horde puppet activation scream override chance. Chance for the puppet scream to be a horde activating one. Default is 30 and I've got it set to 0.3. So that's a percentage chance. try 10. Can remove low priority characters on. Can clamp character numbers when out of resources. Counter character spawn distance minimum override. Low threat zone. Default is 50. Override for encounter minimum character spawn distance. Warning, this will apply to all low threat zone encounters. 40, and I've got it set to 120 meters. I'm going to keep it there. Counter character spawn distance max override. Can I do a 1200? Counter character spawn distance minimum override. I want to get that down to 800 at least. Spawn distance minimum override, large POI. Counter minimum character spawn distance in meters. This will apply to all large POI encounters. Minimum 0, maximum 1000. Minimum spawn distance minimum override. 50 Samobor City, nuclear power plant, abandoned city. 40 meters, large settlements. Encounter character spawn distance maximum override. Large POI. Character spawn distance max override. $300 is too much. 230 is too much. 220 is the max. Counter character respawn distance minimum override 50. That's for respawns. Counter character respawn distance minimum override large POIs. Counter override for encounter minimum character spawn distance in meters. Wow, 120 and 230 is probably too much. Yep. Apply. Counter low threat zone radius multiplier. To counter high threat zone radius multiplier. Counter virtualized time override. Overrides the time an encounter spends in a virtualized state before being destroyed on every encounter in minutes. Before being destroyed, low threat zone 10, medium threat zone 5 to 10, high threat zone 10 to 20. Varies from bunkers is 30. Okay, I'll just leave it at 30. Encounter zone activation distance multiplier. Warning applied to all zones. Global zone cooldown multiplier. Encounter enable spawn prevention area spawn on character death. Character spawning prevention zone should be spawned around a killed character. If a character's spawning prevention zone should be spawned around a killed character. Guess that's if a character dies, spawning prevention zone should be spawned around a killed character. Encounter never respawn characters. Prevents character respawning in encounters that can do so. Yeah, I don't really know what that's about. Puppet World Encounter Spawn Weight Multiplier set random open world puppet spawn weight. Got that set to 1.0. Animals I have set to 3.0. And drop ships I have set to, I think, the lowest they can go. Yeah. Enable drop ship, abandoned bunker, encounter, off. I don't like drop ships. They're like sentries. They're just frickin' aimbots. All they do is ruin the player experience. Drop ship, abandoned bunker, encounter, trigger chance 0.1. Base building encounter, trigger chance 0.01. Base building encounter, trigger time multiplier. Shoot, we can set that to 4.0. Enable dropship base building encounter. Enable dropship encounter spawned on powerful player bases. Off spawn encounters in threat zones, ignoring base building. Spawn encounter in threat zones, ignoring usual prevention because of the presence of bases. Enable encounter manager low player count mode. Should enable low player count mode, increased threat zone radii, increased zombie count per encounter, instant high threat zone activation. Should enable low player count mode. Huge performance hit on multiplayer servers. Yeah, I'll leave that off then. Base building encounter minimum number elements to start represents the default value, which is 100. That doesn't matter because I don't have base building encounters. Turned on. Well, now it's remaining needed for base building encounter to end. Whatever. Base building encounter damage percentage increase per squad member. Whatever. Whatever. That's all crap anyway. Not using that. Time of day speed. Speed at which the time of day changes. Set to 1. Actually, change that a little bit so that it's not the same forever. Nighttime darkness is set to default. Sunrise time. So that's 8 hours of nighttime. Enable fog on. Destroy objects outside map limits on restart. Enable locked loot containers. Sets the world containers to locked, unlocked. I've been saying forever that they need to change this into a real number so that you can have a mixture of locked and unlocked lockers. Custom map enabled. Off. Garage door lockability. I got that on. In case a player wants to lock up a garage. There aren't that many players on this server to worry about griefing. Cargo drop cooldown minimum. Cargo drop cooldown maximum. Cargo drop fall delay. That's in seconds. So 60, that's 10 minutes. So I guess this is 9 minutes. Cargo drop fall duration. I've got it dropping in 60. Duration of the cargo drop fall. Minimum value 1, so it just plunges to the ground. That's crazy. Cargo self-destruct time. Got it set to, I think it's an hour. I got it set to the max value. Cargo drop zombie encounter weight multiplier. So about a 1 in... Well, that's just the weight. That there's going to be zombies around the cargo drop rather than a drop ship. Max allowed hunts 10. I don't even think we need that many right now. Fly. Hunt failure distance, bear max. Multiplier. Fishing high activity zone rotation time default 5. Time and hours to trigger the activation of a new set of fishing high activity zones. Seconds. Hunt trigger chance override village? What? Chance that a hunt will be triggered when entering a new village biome. Default 10. I've got it set to 1. I'm going to set that to 30 then. Give it a 30% chance. Ooh, urban. So maybe 20 in urban. Mountain. Oh, this is cool. Mountain. Make that a 70. Mediterranean. Make that like a 40. Default 7? Nah, man. Hunt trigger chance override continental meadow. That's gonna have to be like a 50. What about forest? Yeah, and forest is gonna be 60. Okay, next. Bunkers, we already did that, right? Okay, respawn. Now, sector respawn, shelter respawn, yes, yes. Shelter respawn price outside flag area, respawn. Random respawn initial time 0, sector respawn 60 seconds, shelter respawn. Change this to 30. Random respawn cooldown, sector respawn cooldown, whatever. Apply. Random cooldown reset multiplier. This is new. Sliders. Random price per squad mate. Sector price per squad mate. I'm not messing with those right now. That's a new thing. Don't quite understand how they're working. I have to wrap my head around how they would work on a PvE server, how they would penalize players needlessly, commit suicide initial time, commit suicide cooldown 60 seconds, commit suicide cooldown reset multiplier 1.25, permadeath threshold 2500. I think that's all good. Vehicles, resources, drain from inactivity multiplier from alternator multiplier down low. Spawning, got some new vehicles, do we? So 25 sidecars, 50 tractor amount. Kinglet Mariner. We're not going to need that many now. Dinghy, max amount. Speed. I think the dinghies aren't affected by physics like they were before, so you can have something closer to 30. That might be all the docks in the place. Let's try 20. RIS. Isn't that the raft? No, that's the four-wheeler. Cruiser max amount 30, 23, that's good. Rager max amount 30, 22, 3. Bicycle 60, 40, 10. Volkswagen 40, 35. Real barrel, geez, 70. Motorboat max amount 30. Isn't that what a dinghy is? Or a dinghy is just something to paddle? So motorboat, 30, that's okay. Leica, 30. Dirt bike. 30. 40. Kinglet duster. Okay, on to damage. Human to human damage multiplier. That's only in PvP events, I think. Throwing damage. Unarmed. Highest. Armed. Throwing. Armed. Actually, I think I got this backwards. This should be this. Sentry damage multiplier 0.1, railgun, base building, Decker, sentry base building, dropship damage multiplier. You could set that to 0. Damage, zombie damage multiplier 0.7. Well, they're limping now, so I'm gonna give them some wallop to their punch. Item food decay, item decay damage multiplier, food decay damage multiplier, weapon decay damage on firing, lock protection damage multiplier, damage multiplier, lock protection. Features, base building, flag overtake duration, maximum amount of elements per flag. First I should go to custom zones, global config, allow melee weapon damage, fall damage allow, trap damage no, custom general, melee damage, player melee damage, player throwing damage block, vehicle damage allow, allows a player to run over another player. Puppet allow, puppet melee damage, suicide puppet damage allow, razor melee damage allow, renner allow, animal allow, armed NPC allow, sentry allow, dropship block, turret block, vehicles, melee damage to vehicles, melee weapon damage to vehicles, projectile damage to vehicles, throwing damage to vehicles, base interaction, base defense damage, Damage to bases block. Building bases allow. Base decay allow. I wonder if that was there. Global base decay is disabled. Bases will only decay inside zones that allow it. If global base decay is enabled, bases will not decay inside zones that block it. I'm gonna block base decay. It's kind of annoying. See, world interactions and utilities. Determines if locks placed by players can be lock-picked. Block picking world locks is allowed. Flag overtake, block. Vehicle parking. Vehicle parking? Available. No. Vehicle parking determines if vehicles can be permanently parked inside the zone or if they get destroyed after a set amount of time. Allow. Certain systems use the availability grid to check if the area can be used for spawning. This will mark the zone as blocked or available for spawning. So it's available. Chest parking. Chests can be permanently left inside the zone or if they get destroyed after a set amount of time. Drop ship encounter spawning, block auto close. Vehicle doors on exit. Lock protection damage. Failing to lockpick locks with protection. Damage dealt to player from cargo drop explosions. Allow. Disabling effects. Sentry EMP effect. Defense damage. Dropship damage. Falling from a greater height. Allow. Damage received from all melee weapons, including special weapons like the chainsaw. Received from player fists. Apply, exit, let's see, base building. Maximum amount of elements per flag, 800. Extra elements per flag. For additional squad member, 100. Maximum number of expanded elements per flag, 500. Multiple flags per player on. Chest acquisition duration. Time in hours it needs to pass after another squad put a chest in your flag area after you have logged in inside your flag area. Huh. I'm gonna say 1 hour on that. Weapon rack max amount per flag area. Max amount of weapon racks. I had 10, 10. Well, max amount per flag area. Flag area has one turret, oven, smoker. Base elements decay rate multiplier. Oh, that's nice. I don't think that faster decay for more than one or slower decay. That's nice. I'll just set that to 0.5 and then go back to custom zone, global config, and where is it? Base decay allow, apply, exit. 0.5 base building destruction log damage threshold 20, whatever. Okay. Raid protection offline. Resources. Item spawning. It's at 2 right now. Same in spawner expiration time multiplier. Spawner expiration time multiplier. Squads. Squad member. Squad member on. Farming. Skills. Aviation is up. Brawling is up. Camouflage is up. Cooking is up. Demolition is up. Engineering is up. Medical skill is up. Running skill. Sniping skill, survival skill, thievery skill, archery, awareness, brawling, apply, quest, max quest per cycle per trader, max simultaneous quest per trader. Alright, it's ready. I got some vitamins on me.